I only landed up walking out of the studio because I would refuse to accept the overtures. Hey Jawani to ishq hona hai. And I was told after that, hey ma, bye, tu samal swataच्या life. I give up and they say, कित्याक मेले आमच्या खातीर? Why did she die for us? We never asked her to. How dare you say exposed? Say, thank God she's coming into politics. In an industry where a woman was mostly looked as a sex object.
Now this is happening in Bollywood and in Hollywood
And
too.
Hollywood. What about the press? Gagged completely. I don't have to do my career now. I don't have to please anybody. Exposed. What are you all doing, karma? You guys need to dance with me when I'm on my way to God.
So I think you want people to sing Badal Pe Paon Hai.
That will be so cute. Please urge मुझे मना तना पसंद मुझे बात. In reality, my life is completed.
She didn't just break the glass ceiling, she shattered it with a melody that echoed across the globe. From the sun-soaked shores of Goa to the grand stages of international stardom, Hema Sardesai became the definitive voice of a generation. She is the only Indian singer to win the Grand Prix in Germany, a chart-topping Bollywood sensation and a cultural force who redefined independent music. But her truest, most powerful notes weren't sung on a stage. They were struck in the heart of her homeland. When Goa called, Hema answered, transforming her global platform into an unyielding shield for justice. Today, the diva who made millions dance is the fierce activist standing on the front lines, fighting for the environment, women's empowerment, and the soul of Goa. For Evescape, Goa's first women media network, this is the extraordinary journey of an icon. In this no-holds-barred conversation, we trace her journey from the rhythms of music to the heartbeat of revolution.
I have to sing Gitle sobit goamche Meuche na dusre sharkhuiche Sobita inte bollele Ani sogleache te mogache Dene amka te devache Sodan swing marun rauche Koi kartoramiya sodku Te zakhne zore Konache Ole!
They say a voice can entertain thousands, but rare is a voice that can wake up an entire nation. Welcome to Evescape. Today we are in conversation with a daughter of the soil who refused to leave her values on the cutting floor of Bollywood. She has used her celebrity not as a shield but as a sword to protect Goa, its people, language and the identity. The one, the only voice of Goa, pride of Goa, a true icon of courage, Hema Sardesai.
First of all, Rajeshri, it's great to finally be with you. We've been trying to sit together
Same
for
here.
some while now.
Same here.
And I guess we're speaking in English being Goan only because we want the whole wider audience to see beyond Goa this interview, right?
Correct.
And it's Evescape. It's a channel which does so great for women.
Thank you so much.
Is concerned about women, is worried about women and wants the best for women. That's what your channel is all about. So it's such a pleasure to be here, really.
Thank you. So Hema bhai, you always talk about your choice, of walking out away from Bollywood at the peak of your career, okay? At the peak of your success, I should say, because you refuse to compromise your values. So as a women's media network, we find this incredibly powerful. Can you tell us about that moment you decided that your dignity was worth more than a movie offer?
So life has been in the true sense a sacrifice because I never went to Bollywood first and then Hollywood with an ambitious mind. So when you don't have an ambitious mind, you're not going to do anything at all to achieve what you have to achieve. My parents wanted me to be a famous singer. My parents wanted me to achieve something great in singing because as a child, from childhood, first prize in every competition that I entered in Goa, in all of Maharashtra Goa competitions. I went on to win the Grand Prix in Germany, competing with 21 countries, representing India. Audience darling, I was there. So obviously they thought this is going to be her career. When I was already announced as the ambassador for the girl child, I have been talking about the girl child from childhood, from school, college, always concerned about the girl child. I've seen my friends being in their own homes, being segregated and not given the same treatment as their brothers. And it was very hurting for me. And being that social activist from my blood, I can say, it was tough for me to accept such things. So obviously I worked a lot for the girl child, and then the media gave me the khitab, the title, ambassador for the girl child. And we were like 7-8 singers in the industry. And it was a tough journey, but God gave me everything. What I went to get, I only landed up walking out of the studio because I would refuse to accept the overtures. The overtures were against my principles, my values, my virtues, my integrity. So for me, it was impossible to do something that when God had gifted me something and I'm going to get it misused, no way. When I got Avara Bhavre from A.R. Rahman, it so happened that he's a really decent music director. So Avara Bhavre is the only song that holds the record for more than 14 weeks on number 1 on the countdown. But I got songs because somebody fought with someone. It was useless calling Hema to the sitting room. It was useless. I was given songs sometimes and said, 5 minute में अगर आप कर सकते हो, मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा गाना, ये गाना है, आप 5 minute में कर सकते. I don't know how God did it. Whatever I really went to do was a big question mark, like is it going to happen or not? But suddenly things used to just happen. Suddenly things just happened. So everything is only, even if I sit with my head thinking there's God standing in front of me, say my Gurudev Shri Shri, if I put my head on those feet, I can give my life there. Because in reality, my life is completed.
So how long have you been associated with Shri Ravi Shankar ji?
It's been 20 years.
20 years.
But in my Kundali, it is written that my journey with my Guru is Janmo Janmo ka. So at a point when Badal Pe Pav Hai happened, I mean, we were just 8 singers, so one singer, there's a problem, then Hema gets the song, super hit. Aisa. Like this, I got more than 100 songs. Shambar Gani. It's not funny. So, and so many super hits were happening and all that. But it was not something that was easily done. It was because somebody didn't comply to this person. So I got that song and it became a hit. And there was Badal Pe Pav Hai, and suddenly there were like 50 to 60 new Indian Idol singers. Okay, that's a lot of singers out there. So, and I'm called for a song for Aishwarya Rai ji. And I've been told that 10 or 12 singers have sung before you who have come from the Indian Idol, etc. Reality shows. And they are doing every rubbish, compromising their principles, values, virtues, whatever, to compete with you, ma'am. At that point, I gave up even my parents' ambition. I was already known as Hema Sardesai all over India. Already loved from childhood as Hema Sardesai in Goa. Already been the only singer who had internationally achieved.
Correct.
Indian singer. And it's, again, if I say it's, somebody thinks it's showing off, this is what God gave me, guys. I couldn't bear to hear that these girls are going to ruin their life to compete with me. Because I have said on national television in Republic TV once that first you achieve in Bollywood. There are many, many of them who achieve, make it big, and then to keep that achievement, they do even worse. So it becomes a gutter. I couldn't bear that these girls, me being the ambassador for the girl child, I'm going to see these girls look at the gutter. So I just quit. But just a few years later, I'm in Hollywood. How does that happen? And Hollywood is done, then, you know, I mean, the shows carry on because I'm already got that status of you are still loved, your songs are still playing everywhere. And then even recently, you know, my song Hai Jawani To Ishq Hona Hai was Ishq Ishq Chandi Hai Ishq Sona Hai Sona Sona Baba Sona Sona Baba Sona 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 Hai Jawani To Ishq Hona Hai. Now they've named the title of the film from with my song. Did I do anything? My song again is another time a super duper hit. Who did that? Me? No, the divine.
So how was your experience in Hollywood?
Actually, because of the Grand Prix, the news had reached. I had done some beautiful shows out there in America, launching Z. They had described me as the icon of the masses there. Zee TV was so pleased with whatever we all had done there, launching it all over America, Zee TV. And in that bargain, there was the talks that Hema should be going to Hollywood, Hema should be with that, because I used to sing Titanic, the song Titanic, and they would describe it so beautifully. There's a lovely person out there who's done many shows of Bollywood called Sunil Haliji. He literally spoke and said when she sings the Titanic, like we get goosebumps, you know, and like she should be out here, kind of. So when my parents heard that also, they were like, why don't you? And I was, before Awara Bhavre, I had, because of the Grand Prix, I had done my little 6 months in America. I worked for my struggle. I worked to survive in an industry where a woman was mostly looked as a sex object.
Now this is happening in Bollywood and in Hollywood
And
too?
Hollywood.
Okay.
So when I came back, I really didn't want to go back because there was that question there too. It was here too, and Awara Bhavre had not happened that time. And but my songs, which I had recorded, went through people, and there was one person who there is a very famous TLC.
Okay.
TLC is very well known in America. They won a Grammy Award, and the one who published TLC and made TLC, the group, was Tony Mercedes.
Okay.
He's known as the music mogul of Hollywood. And my songs had reached him. My voice had reached him. So he literally, I'm the only singer of India, very proudly to state, whose tickets to be bought, my flights tickets to my stay there in was taken care of by Tony Mercedes, because he truly believed in my voice.
Okay.
He found it different. He used to call it an angelic voice, and he really invested like thousands of dollars in my voice. But there became a big question mark when he wanted to release it. He realized that there was only the racism was very high that time in America. There was a black radio and a white radio.
White radio. Okay.
Where was the brown radio going to come from? So because, very cruelly, these racist words are taken like black, white, brown, yellow, whatever. And so I came in the brown category because we were from Asia side. Yeah. Of course, there are Asians who are called yellow also. So I was like, where am I going to place you? But after I left Bollywood, It was like a straight journey to Hollywood. Back again.
So Hemabai, when did you really realize that your voice is meant for social justice rather than just playback singing?
Since childhood, I've been that. Fighting for my sister, fighting for my friends, fighting for the school, always there. Any kind of injustice is intolerable for me.
So did you get it from somebody or?
He was a freedom fighter, my grandfather. Pachibab, Sri Venkatesh Surya Rao Sardesai. He was having a chair next to the governor of Portugal. And he was a tough freedom. I feel those are the genes actually. Yeah.
It has come from somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
I was his favorite grandchild, any which ways.
So that's when. So that is what you decided,
Yes.
that you have to give your voice to the voiceless,
Yeah. To the voiced and the voiceless.
So Hemabai, I think the whole of Goa loves the fact that your heart beats for Goa. आम्ही कशें म्हणटा गोंयकार कोण. So this has been something that makes you stand apart from the rest. Celebrities खूब आसा, but the way you get involved in things that are very Goan, for the people, for the sake of Goan culture, for the sake of the language and Goan's identity. Why is it so very close to your heart that you can leave anything to take up and take a stand for Goa?
Yeah, what I love in what you said is I can leave anything. I've literally sacrificed thousands of shows, a lot of my career, because people normally are worried when they call a social activist for a show.
Correct.
The government thinks if she gets the stage, there are many people, not all of the government, but there are many people in the government who think that if she comes up on stage, she will pull us up. She will say something that is, terrifying for us where we are exposed. So it's better that we don't give her the
And
event.
you do that very often.
I do that very often. I've had friends when I'm going up on the show stage of mine telling me, Hema, control, don't be so angry at this point. But if the thing is very bad at that moment, I will use that platform. Don't we all know what's happening in the police department today? I stood up for the police. Is it their fault? If they don't go according to, see what's happened in Delhi? If they don't go according to the top authorities, they lose their jobs, they lose promotions, they have a family to protect, they have a life to lead. How are they going to give up their careers when they have no choice but to listen? So you have to feel sorry for these people. Each one of them start giving up, we won't have police. What about the press? Gagged completely. True journalist is stifled.
Yeah, but
Gagged.
you recently took a strong stand for them.
For the police, for the journalists.
Media.
So I said clearly, if this is happening in Goa, police are concerned with law and order also. If law and order has collapsed, and that's a flop right now, which is the truth, which every single Goan, exceptions to the rule, I don't want to know about. You keep your exceptions to yourself. But every single Goan, removing the exceptions, have clearly stated that the police department is flop right now and the press media is flop. So why are they flop? Is this their fault? No. They are just doing what they are being told to do. This is cruelty to them.
We at Evescape, the Goa's first women's media network, and you know that we have a magazine also which is also Goa's first, and we always look at you, though we are meeting you now for an interview, we always looked at you as a queen of courage, because we've seen the type of work that you do. You stand against any force, you don't care about what it is. When you need to put your point and you need to tell what is right, and you have to make between what is right and what is wrong, and you means no words. So Taje Khatir, we know that you face many threats. So threats, and how do you tackle all this and still keep on doing what you want to do? And that is something amazing, and we want to know how you keep doing that.
You have humbled me completely with your love and the beautiful words that you have described me with. I treasure them. I will always, and eternally grateful for that. But let me tell you that, like I said, my ambition in life, if there is one,
Correct.
was never my career. I always, after my mom left me for God's abode in 2015, I literally was like, I don't have to do my career now. I don't have to please anybody because daddy had already gone in 2008. So I don't have to. Now I'm going to just lead my life being there for people. My parents were my everything.
Yeah, your support
My life,
system?
my life. I've been self-made always from the time I could earn, but they were my everything. So, and very good people, you know. So I would do anything for them. But now I was on a thing where there's nothing to do to please somebody. To make them happier anymore, because they are with God, and I just have to do what I want to do, which is just not tolerate injustice.
Okay. So, just to interrupt you, were they not in favor of you taking up social issues?
They were very, very proud of me.
Okay.
But at a point in 2006 or something, I think, or 7, when I said, I'm going to give up my life for Goa if required, even they were disturbed. I will never go if there is some agitation happening, if there is a problem happening, where a lot of people are there, there's enough of support. You will not see me there unless they invite me there. Okay? But ekda, jenna udak mache takle वयर पावपा लागले. That is when the Khattar issue happened recently in April. तेन्ना म्हाका दिसलें आता ओगी रावप ना, कित्याक कोणे तरी उलोवचें पडटलें. I got a call from very revered Cyril Fernandez of the president of the Catholic Goan Association, and he said, Hema, the moment you spoke, you put peace. I don't know if again it's showing off, but every time, Rajeshri, every time Hema has spoken, God has taken over. It's a very, very sad situation India is going through today, and Goa, where without concern for the villagers, for the tribals, for the people who are thriving in those places, no concern and no peace, without giving them peace in their mind about their livelihood, you are selling land and giving it to big builders, known builders and this and that. Why are you putting those? How can you do anything that puts people into stress of their lives when they're struggling already to live? And then you're making them fearful of their own abodes, whether they'll be able to stay there or not. You can't give those assurances to them. They're still agitating. They're here in parts of India. How much is happening? What are you all doing? Karma. You're forgetting karma. The ignorance levels are very high. So you have to, in one way, you pity these people for the karmas that are coming to them. In other ways, you are angry because you can't see the pain of the people. What kind of governance is that? Why so many people agitating in this country? Are we in the British rule? Is this some kind of a freedom fight going on finally again? The way the kids, out of every 1,000 kids, okay, there could be 5 miscreants.
So
say
you're talking
more.
about the Gen Z,
I'm
protest.
talking about the protest. There could be some more, but the innocent also get beaten mercilessly. This used to happen in the British government, in the Mughal era. Nothing changed for our country. Our own people are doing this to us. The ones who are voted by people of India are doing this. Where is humanity, yeah? How can that lathi be raised on any child, any teenager, any future generation of our country? What is it? Were they putting fire somewhere? What is this going on in my country?
And what do you think about the drug issue, which has become a social emergency? among the
There
youth?
is, see, if you are going to today's drug abuse, before the drug abuse was because maybe you had rich parents or somebody introduced you to drugs when you were depressed. At least 90% it was because of depression that people took advantage of somebody's this and gave them drugs. And there are divorce issues in the house. There are parents fighting, and this also leads to children becoming depressed and then going into drugs and failing in their lives. And is there something called failure? Is there something called every failure is a stepping stone to success? So failure should never be seen as a failure and, oh my God, what did you do to the name of the family or to your name and to your expectations for yourself and our expectations? What did you do? What did you do? You are just going to take another stepping stone and make it somewhere else. Putting down of that person, expecting so much from a kid, from a teenager, is cruelty. It's cruelty. Today, our country, I don't know how we are lacking and lapsing behind with our currency coming low, our GST levels. I mean, how much of tax is being paid today? There was a time when people were not paying taxes easily. There was so much of eluding in taxes. Today, taxes are being paid meticulously. So what is our country lacking then? Why is our currency coming down? All these are big question marks, we need answers. We need transparency. Where's the transparency? Come and tell us. Tell me, Hema, you're wrong. Prove it to me. I'll be happy to be wrong. I want the best for my country, for my people, for my Gen Z, for the future generations. I will be so happy if I'm wrong.
So Himabai, that gets me to another question. If given a chance and if you could change one policy for a social change, what would it be? One policy, in the sense I'm saying of the policy makers, that you would like to change.
Anything that hurts even one human heart, anything that makes one human heart insecure about their lives and livelihood, anything that makes a human think, why am I alive and going through this when I have voted for this person? Anything like that, if it has to be changed and if I get the authority to change it, I will give that priority to the human heart.
So Himabai, I don't know how many people must have asked you this, or I don't know whether I'm the first one to ask. But you know that now today Goa stands at crossroads, and we are heading for an election very soon. We need the leadership that is full of integrity, because we do not want to repeat the same, because you have spoken volumes about what is happening in Goa now. So we do not want to go through the same. So we need genuine passion. We need people with that cultural pride, and of course public integrity. So you know how it is. We need to enter the politics. So you need good people in politics. So I always wanted to ask you this question. You do so much and you are a leader. Everybody looks up to you. What is your what are your thoughts on politics? Or rather, I would say a direct question of what do you think about entering politics?
First of all, very clearly, let me say that there are some wonderful social activists out there who take up causes, come out again very boldly, very strongly to voice out their opinions on what's going on. Some could be super right, some could be little right, but they're doing their bit. And when they say that they're going to enter politics, then there's a big post put up, because the some of the media is completely like you just have to listen to what you're being told by the authority. So then you'll get some post suddenly saying, exposed, this person is exposed because they've gone into politics. I mean, they're going to stand for elections. Excuse me? So you want all the dirty people. You don't want a good person there. Exposed means what? So this person should not go for politics. How dare you say exposed? Say, thank God she's coming into politics. Thank God he's coming into politics. We'll have a better person who's concerned. How dare, if you look down on politics, then you are all in down there. You have endorsed when you say exposed when somebody wants to come into politics or has come into politics. If you say it's exposed, then you are exposed yourself that you are in politics in the leadership when it is, you are calling it nonsense to be in politics. When it came to my political career, which was never there in my mind at all, no way. Manohar Bhai was asked why we can't have Hema as one of our candidates. Years ago, I think, 2012 elections. He said, "Te sarral saltamar hai." I remember we used to do this continuous campaigns for Goa, and I told all the people there always, you all are leaders. Take responsibility and go ahead. I was even questioned by one leader that why are you calling everybody a leader? Then how we'll become leaders? I said, so everybody, leaders are chosen. You can't say you're the leader. Leaders are chosen. Now coming back to my political career, if ever, which is never. Because I don't know if tomorrow 1,000 people come here to my house and say, Hema, come into politics, we really need you. They will have to find a way to get me there. But I know this is not going to happen. And from me, it's never going to happen. My work itself is clearly 100% selfless and sacrificial.
Okay, but there is one thing that you how do you view, first of all, let me know how do you view the current politics?
I've already expressed, I've said either you have so much time now, within a month change can be seen. You either, whoever are in the leadership, either you make the change for what you were brought to power by the people of Goa. Make that change to show them that it was worth it to bring you to power, or there should be a change in Goa in the political scene. I have clearly said this already. So you have the chance now, because I have nothing personally against anybody. I can only lose out on my career in this, and I'm not looking out to attack anybody, to hurt anybody, whatever, but I'm just as a mother saying, a mother will pull up her child, say you are wrong, get the change done now, otherwise make the change. A Mother India never even spared her own son, did she? In the movie Mother India. No.
So do you expect that change to happen?
I can only hope.
Is there time for that change?
I can only hope for sudden spiritual awakening, that there is a karma and you will have to face it. Please.
So when you say get change, that means we need new people. We need people of integrity.
If there is no change in the next 2 months in the policies of the government here, and seeing the pain of the people who are agitating, even one pothole is that's also being flopped.
That brings us back to the same question.
Yeah.
That the people who are there, who we have sent to serve us, are not doing the job properly, and I don't think they are capable. So there may be a few, but there are majority who are not capable to be there. So in that circumstances, we need people who are new, or who are, as I said, people of integrity. And somebody like you who are champions of causes and who people look up to. So suppose there is a proposal and that people come and say that we need you as a people's face or a people's candidate. Don't you think that should be something that you should think of?
If I tell you that if 1,000 people come to Hema and say, Hema, we need you as in the helm of affairs, we believe in you completely, and the moment if I say yes, okay, for you, I will comply, exposed next day. Hema, it's not that I care.
Correct.
Koya shille ambition Hemante. Kannat na shille and kannat na. But समज first I change. पळेले हे पॉलिटिक्सा खातीर सगळें करताले. Not that it matters.
Yeah.
Finally, I would love to be in the helm of affairs.
Correct.
And man, the change that will come in my Goa will be amazing. I know that because God will be holding my hand for sure. I would be so happy to be at the helm of affairs in politics in Goa, but the thing is, I'm not interested. But I would be so happy if that happened. If I was even nominated as some authority to be able to do things for Goa, I would go all out. I think that would also be a fearful thing. If ताका कांयच authority दिवपाची ना, if we give her some authority, हे आमकां लायनीन घालतले सगळ्यांक व्यवस्थित. एंड हांव आतांच म्हज्या गोंयकारांक सांगता, हांव इतल्यो गोश्टी भायर काडटा, हें म्हणजे प्रिसायजली म्हज्या सगळ्या गोंयकारांनी आयकुचें. मना पसून हे म्हाजी अर्ज आसा सगळ्यांक की हांव जेन्ना कितेंय अशें उलयता जे कोणाक खूब त्रास जावंक शकता की ताणें आमकां एक्सपोज केलें, हेमान आमची सगळी जे आमी दाखोवंक जायनाशिल्लें लोकांक ते हेमान सगळें ओपन करून हे अशा परिस्थिती समज आयली आनी म्हाका तांणी समजलें, कोणें तरी विचार केलो इन एनी लिडरशीप की ताका आमी जिते मारुया म्हणून, किंवा म्हाका because of all the things that I do, because of the curses from these people, if God allows that, you know, कितें तरी म्हाका जालें आनी हांव मेलें, सगळे एकूण एक गोंयकार म्हजो सेलिब्रेट करतलो म्हजे डेथ. इतलीच अर्ज म्हजी मना तना पसून म्हज्या गोंयकार, सेलिब्रेट हेमा's death. She is a completed soul. I have zero desires except to be there for you and my country. And I have nothing that I have so much to want and be and get. I am totally completed and validated by my Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Pujya. So happily I'm going to go dancing. So you guys need to dance with me when I'm on my way to God.
So I think you want people to sing Badal Pe Paon Hai.
That will be so cute. But if they say you go up, if that's the trend, then what else for my every Goan to sing? It's like Badal pe paon hai, ya chuta kav hai, ab to bhai chal padi, mere Goa ki naav hai. Okay, and then before we end this, I have to sing Gitle sobit Goamche, meuche na dusre shar khoiche, सोबितायेन ते बोललेले आनी सगळ्याचे ते मोगाचे, देणे आमकां ते देवाचे, सदांच वेंग मारून रावचे, गोंयकार तर आमी आसत गूट, ते जावंक जोरे कोणाचे. Ole!
Really soulful. So another last question, if I can ask you, looking back at your journey, how would you want the people of Goa to remember you?
If they've called me a mother. I was in London also recently for a Goan event. There also they say Ma Hema Sardesai Amchi. So if they've called me mother, remember me as a mother who would die for you. That's all. Anytime. And I hurt for what you're going through. I hurt very deeply as a mother. And my hands can only do that much. And my voice can only do that much because I'm not in authority. And I don't wish to be in authority. So I can only pray to God and pray that you get the strength to stand up for yourselves. You have to stand up. You have to either get the change done or make the change. You decide how you want to do it. But Hema's life is there for you all, will always be there.
Thank you so much, Hema.